10 games of hoops on a Thursday night. The Clippers beat the Nuggets in exciting fashion, and it wasn't Kawhi Leonard this time. The Pistons still absolutely are the best team in the East, and a big welcome back to the NBA season. My name is Levi Jacob, and this is your daily basketball recap. Game of the night. The Clippers beat the Nuggets 115 to 114. Yesterday, I predicted that this would be the other way around, that the Nuggets would get a solid win over the Clippers. That is not what happened. Benedict Mathurin scored 38 points in this game in his home debut for this Clippers team. Kawhi Leonard contributed another 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, 8 of 18 shooting. And Derrick Jones Jr. put up a 22-point game. Nice for him. Welcome back to relevancy to the world of the living. John Collins also put up a great line with 11, 12, 4, 1 steal, and 3 blocks on 5 of 10 shooting in his 32 minutes. Brook Lopez also hit a very timely 3 down the stretch. But Benedict Mathurin, man, 12 of 22 shooting from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, but 12 of 13 from the free throw line. It makes you just honestly be so curious as to why he didn't work with this Pacers team. It seems like he likes to do ISO a little bit more. They like to call plays for specifically him, and that's not exactly Rick Carlisle's style per se. But man, this was like a really, really great output from him. So much fun to watch. The vibes for the Clippers are like super up right now, which is weird because James Harden is now out. Darius Garland is there, and he's not playing, and still the vibes are super high. And also Zubats got traded. Like I feel like they feel like they're playing with house money right now. So they just seem excited about everything. Not to mention the fact that they got a good win over the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, 22, 17, and 6, but had 6 turnovers, 9 of 22 shooting. 36 minutes for him, a minus 6 minutes in this game. Jamal Murray, 28 and 8 with 2 steals and a block, 4 turnovers for him, 5 of 15 shooting, 8 of 10 from the line. Cam Johnson is back for them. He put up 18 points. His shooting still has to, he shot 50% from the field, but from 3 is really where they need him to shine, and he shot 2 of 7. Julian Strother coming back strong for this Nuggets team over the last couple of games. 18 points for him, 6 of 10 from the 3-point line. Christian Brown also played for them off the bench. Yeah, Bruce Brown. Sorry, Miss Bruce Brown, 19 points, 5 and 6. Very, very nice for him. But alas, no, they converted Spencer Jones, by the way, to a full-time contract. I don't think I mentioned that yesterday. And he played 17 minutes. He looked good in his minutes earlier in the season. I think that he'll be fine once Jokic kind of comes out of this funk, whatever it is. But I really do think that he'll be fine. No Aaron Gordon still. No Peyton Watson still. Deron Holmes also still out. So is Zeke Naji. So not a lot of big man depth aside from Valanciunas, who ended up playing 12 minutes. But it's weird that Jokic sat out all that time. Like it seemed like the knee injury was at a precaution, and he sat out all the time, and then now he's just out of rhythm. It's not a good thing that you want to see for them. Anyways, moving on. The Magic beat the Kings 131 to 94. The Magic, I'm very thankful that the Magic won this game for their sake, because the Kings, it's really bare bones, these lineups that they're throwing out there. Maxime Reynau is now their starting center, and almost primarily their only center, because Precious Achiuwa is a power forward for them. Drew Eubanks played 11 minutes. That's how you know that you're not in a good spot. As I said, Maxime Reynau has had 17 points and 14 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal on 8 of 13 shooting. He's going to have such high usage now because of the fact that both Cardwell and Sabonis are out for such extended periods of time. Cardwell is probably going to be back before the end of the season, but realistically speaking, they're not making any kind of playoff push anytime soon, So, yikes. Keegan Murray came back after a long time out, 15 points and 8 rebounds on 6 of 13 shooting. Precious Achiuwa, as I mentioned before, 14, 10, 1, 4 steals and 2 blocks. DeMar DeRozan had 13 points, 3 of 11 shooting. Poor guy. Russell Westbrook played 17 minutes and shot 2 for 8 and basically was just taken off the flag. He just didn't do anything. Malik Monk in the first half, he played 20 minutes, had 14 points. He didn't score after that. He just didn't score after that. And Devin Carter, 11, 5, and 4 with 3 steals. He's their rookie from last season who, for some reason, didn't get any shine before right now, not having any other players to play for them. Nick Clifford, who was a big guy that everyone was like, oh, you have to pick him up in fantasy. He's going to really produce for you. 5 points. 5 points in this game on 30 minutes for them with 5 turnovers. Not looking great, but I don't fault him for it because the Magic team is very physical. They play great defense. Paolo Banchero, 35 and 6. He used his physicality in this game. This is exactly how you want to see Paolo Banchero play, and he hit 5 of 7 threes. I feel like when he's scoring inside, it helps him be more confident to score outside. 5 of 5 from the free throw line as well. Anthony Black, 23, 3 and 3. 8 of 13 shooting, 4 of 6 from three-point range. Again, remember there's no Franz Wagner in this game because he's injured for they said an indefinite amount of time, I believe. Initially it was like 3 weeks, and then it turned into an indefinite amount of time. So a lot more opportunities for other people. Desmond Bane had 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Jalen Suggs, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. had a good start to the season. He has to turn it around for him to have a good, concise season in total. Jet Howard, though, got minutes and got looks, 6 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from three-point range. I think that he's good. That's my take. I think that he's good. Of the minutes that I've watched him, which have all basically been highlights, realistically speaking, because I'm not watching for Jet Howard minutes, he's looked good. I don't know why they don't give him more spin. I know that Tristan De Silva has also been good for them, 4 of 6 shooting in this game. But I feel like he just deserves minutes. He looks so fluid when he's out there playing. Mo Wagner also put up 11 points. Almost every single person, excluding Jalen Suggs and Wendell Carter Jr., were in double digits aside from. Oh, I lied. That's a total lie. Because Noah Penda also played and Jace Richardson also played. All these people scored 0 points. But they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. They had 7 guys scoring double digits. Very nice for them. Again, they're going up against the Kings, who have nobody out there right now. So it's a little bit lackluster. The Celtics beat the Warriors. Jaylen Brown had 23 points, 15 rebounds, and 13 assists for his third triple-double on on the season. The Boston Celtics just clobbered the Steph Curry-less Warriors. Jaylen Brown, 10 of 18 shooting, he did this all in 37 minutes. Sam Hauser put up 16 points, 4 of 5 from 3. Derek White continues his poor shooting season with 4 of 13 shooting, but 10, 5, and 8 with a steal and 4 blocks. Awesome. Neemias Queta, 9 and 6. He's starting center for them as of now. They're bringing Vooch off the bench, which is I think it's a very, very smart idea, honestly. Off the bench, like I said, 26, 6, and 7 for Peyton Pritchard. Vooch played 28 minutes, 9 and 5 with a block and a steal. And they played their regular cast of guys here. Some Ron Harper Jr. in there. That's nice to see. And they just demolished this Warriors team because, again, similar to the Kings, the Warriors, it's a skeleton crew. D'Anthony Melton had 18 points. Guy Santos put up another good showing. He's been interesting to me as a prospect for this team moving forward, just because they needed a good 3-and-D guy. He's been able to provide that. 17.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for him. Pat Spencer, 5, 2, and 7 with 2 steals. Will Richard off the bench with 17 points. Welcome back to him. Gary Payton II had 14 points. Kristaps Porzingis had 12 points. And Brandon Podziemski with 27 minutes had 11, 7, and 6 on 5 of 8 shooting, 1 of 3 from three-point range. Next, the Spurs absolutely demolished the Suns, like just destroyed them. Led by lead scorer Stefan Castle, 20 points, 4 assists, all in 21 minutes, by the way. 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 8 of 11 shooting, 2 of 4 from three-point range. Victor Wembanyama, 17 points, 11, 4, 1 steal, 5 blocks, 1 turnover, but 25 minutes for him, 7 of 15 shooting. Dude, he's why isn't Victor Wembanyama in more MVP conversations? That's my question. And I think we will see that happen more. He's definitely, if he plays the games, it's not even close. He's Defensive Player of the Year. It's like really not even close. He single-handedly did change the All-Star game, not necessarily by how he played, but how other people wanted to go at him. And I just genuinely feel like he should be, realistically speaking, in MVP conversations with the time that everybody else is missing. He should be there. Everybody else is contributing really well. Dylan Harper playing exceptionally well over the past few, I want to say month or so here. 17 points, 7 of 11 shooting. He's really picked it up after everyone was giving him a hard time about his shooting and his production on the court. So very nice from him. All these young guys on the Spurs are really interchangeable with how productive they can be for the Spurs team. It's really incredible. Jalen Green for the Suns scored 26 points. That's his best game as a Phoenix Sun so far this season. 11 of 23 shooting, 4 of 9 from three-point range. Mark Williams contributed 11 and 10 game. Colin Gillespie 8 and 8 in assists. 2 other players for them scored in double digits, but the Suns right now are also kind of playing pretty injured. Devin Booker now out with, he went out early in this game, I should say. 9 minutes for him, exclusively 9 minutes. He's had a weird season with injuries in regard to injuries, but no Dylan Brooks and no Grayson Allen. And I think that they just bring a little bit of try hardness to this team that I think helps be competitive in games, and without having both of them and Dylan Brooks leaving early. And Devin Booker leaving early. Not a good look. The Raptors beat the Bulls 110-101. This game was much closer at certain times than stats would let on. It was like hotly contested, but it was really fun back to back in a lot of this game. Brandon Ingram scored 31, 8, and 6 with 2 steals. Scotty Barnes put up 14, 9, and 5 with 2 steals and a block. 6 turnovers, though, for him, 5 of 14 shooting. Emmanuel quickly put up an okay game. They had seven players in double digits. Colin Murray Boyles came back to the starting lineup. I believe it's a season debut. I think this is the second game back for Jakob Poeltl. Might be the first game back, but either way, he played 16 minutes, 2 points, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. I want to wait until he gets more reps in on the season, but this might be the worst contract in the NBA now because he's looking a little bit immobile out there, unfortunately for them. Anthony Simons, 20 points. Isaac Okoro, 16 points. Jalen Smith, 9 and 10, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. He's been very, very underrated for this understaffed Bulls team. Josh Giddey, I'll be honest about this team, okay? It's very telling that Jaden Ivey had a DMP. What are we doing? What are we doing? Him and Anthony Simons are quite possibly the most interesting future prospects for this Bulls team. I like Trey Jones a lot. I like Josh Giddey a lot. Matas Buzelis also got some shine here. 31 minutes for him. You can't DMP. You can't DMP Ivy. Like, why? Just why? It doesn't. This Bulls team makes no sense to me. I don't get it. But Rob Dillingham had 10 minutes. Very nice. I understand they have so many guards, but he's one of the guys that should have like the highest priority to be playing for his potential, because he's very high potential based off of what he was earlier on in his career. The Detroit Pistons destroyed the Knicks. It was embarrassing to the point that one of the last plays of the game, Cade Cunningham crossed up Sohan, hit a 3 in his face, and just started talking all this smack, and someone was like trying to play around, and Cade was like, no, like that's why you got traded, man. That's why you got traded. You suck. And I don't agree with him. I think Sohan has a lot of future potential. But Cade Cunningham talks a mean game. 42, 8, and 13 for him, a steal and 2 blocks, 17 of 34 shooting, 5 of 11 from 3. Whenever they play the Knicks, Cade Cunningham like takes it on fully. It's awesome. It's so much fun to watch. Paul Reed, 18.7 rebounds. Tobias Harris, 11 and 10 with 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. I said yesterday that I think the Knicks are going to beat this team. They weren't close. Despite the fact that they have their depth. McBride is out. Kolek is out. Fine. Clarkson is out. Huck Forty. None of those are actually excuses. This Knicks team should have won this game, especially to make a statement going into the second half of the season. Didn't happen. They just got destroyed by Cade Cunningham. Really awesome. This is what I would call a masterclass in basketball, is what Cade Cunningham did. Jalen Brunson, 33, 6, and 8 with 2 steals. Karl-Anthony Towns, 21, 11, and 4 with 1 steal. 7 of 14 shooting for him. Josh Hart, 11 points. And Landry Shamet, 15 points. Those are the only Knicks that were in double figures. Only Knicks. This Knicks team was supposed to be geared up for physicality, and they just didn't do it. They didn't have it in them this game. And the Pistons just, they really demolished them. Like, if you could watch this game, you'd know how in control the Pistons were, like, so quickly. First quarter was 28-26 scoring for the Pistons. Second quarter was 30-22. Then the Knicks tried to come back after halftime with 32-31, but it was already too late. 36 points in the fourth quarter for the Pistons, 32 for the Knicks. It just was a deficit they couldn't overcome. The Pistons shot 51%, almost 52% from the field, with 43 from the free 3-point line. And they even out-rebounded them. That shouldn't happen for this Knicks team. That just shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. They destroyed them. Okay, next. The Wizards beat the Pacers. this was one of the I actually watched parts of this game live. This was one of the weirdest games I've ever watched in my life because both teams kind of just started cycling through every single player because they have so many injuries and also places they just didn't want to play. Trey Johnson's back in the lineup, did make a difference. It was so weird. This game was very weird. Um, my takeaway from this game is the Wizards had a lot of guys scoring in double digits, a lot of 13-point games for people. And Jarace Walker is looking like a guy who should get minutes. 19, 14, and 7 with 2 steals. Good job. Good job, Jarace Walker. I'm very impressed by you. Next, the Rockets beat the Hornets 105-101. Kevin Durant with 35 points. Really big bounce back game for him after all the drama with the supposed text messages and all that stuff. 35, 8, 4, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. This was it was a very dramatic game to watch. It was a lot of fun, but it was a very dramatic game to watch. 14 of 20 shooting for Kevin Durant. Just vintage Kevin Durant. Jabari Smith Jr., 15, 7. Şengün, 13, 2, and 7. I'm going to say it again, and everybody's been saying this. All Rockets fans have been saying this. Especially that one guy that called us out on YouTube. Şengün needs to do more. He needs to do more. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest about it. This is not. He shouldn't have been an all-star. He should not have been an all-star. Alperen Şengün should not have been an all-star. Not because I don't think he has the potential to do it, but because he doesn't deserve it this season. He's an excellent player who's not showing his all-star prowess. Reed Shepherd scored 13 points for them, 5 of 12 shooting. They Kevin Durant won them this game. Very easily Kevin Durant won them this game. On the other side of the ball, Williams. On the other side of this game, Grant Williams, OG Grant Williams, put up 20 points with 9 rebounds, filling in that Moussa Diabate, Miles Bridges spot. Very nice game for him, 7 of 10 shooting, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. Brendan Miller had a little bit of a stinker of a game, 5 of 22 shooting, 17 and 7. 34 minutes for him. Con Knippel, 15, 5, and 4. Ryan Kalkbrenner played really important minutes for this team this game. He started for them because obviously Diabate's out, but looked great. He just had a kid, and he was talking about how he's been playing better since having a kid. This is no exception. He's been playing the start of the season, he was doing well. Then he kind of fell off a little bit of a rookie cliff or rookie wall, whatever you want to call it. And now he's back at it. He's doing really great for them. And LaMelo Ball, after his infamous car accident that happened earlier this week, 7 and 7 for him, 5 of 14 shooting. They fell a little bit into old habits, which wasn't great to see. But I think that that will not be the norm. Just seeing this team over the last 11 games, 12 games, they have more of a method figured out, and they're also missing guys, as I said. The Cavs 112 against the Nets 84. This Cavs team is humming. They're really, really doing great. Donovan Mitchell had 17 points, 7 of 12 shooting. It didn't matter that Donovan Mitchell isn't scoring. He's not attempting as many shots because they're all just happy. 5 assists for him. He had a crazy alley-oop from James Harden in the first quarter. James Harden 16, 5, and 9. Doesn't feel the need to shoot either. 6 of 8 shooting because they're just getting everybody else involved. Jarrett Allen 15 points, 10 rebounds. Dean Wade 11 points, 4 of 4 shooting, 3 of 3 from a three-point line. Evan Mobley 10, 9, 2 and a block. 5 of 9 shooting. Dennis Schroeder got shine and points. Jalen Tyson got some shots up. Keon Ellis, again, I'm going to keep talking about Keon Ellis. Even in the first quarter, he hit a huge 3 and then got a great block on somebody also. He had 3 blocks in this game. Dude, he's just going to be Keon Ellis is going to be turned loose. We have a great video on our channel that was done by Max that should be a must-watch for anybody interested in Keon Ellis. He's an elite 3-and-D talent, and he's just showcasing it more as the season goes on, now that he gets to play with this Cleveland team. Michael Porter Jr., 14 points for the Nets. Jaeger Joman had 10 points, but the Nets had no idea what hit them. As soon as this game started, the Cavs absolutely just whooped them. It wasn't even close. Donovan Mitchell only played 21 minutes. James Harden only played 28 minutes. Jarrett Allen only played 24. Dean Wade 16 and Evan Mobley 19. Those are the people that started. They just didn't need to play any more minutes than that. They got all the way down to Larry Nance Jr., who I haven't seen touch a court this season, I don't think. The Cavs just they're at contender status now. They made so many good in-season moves. We really thought this team was ready to blow it up. They don't need to anymore. They're excellent. They are excellent. Jalen Johnson and CJ McCollum, they were the battery for this Hawks team to be able to power past the Sixers. Jalen Johnson had 32 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. This is now becoming a classic Jalen Johnson stat line. 3 steals and a block, 9 of 22 shooting, 0 of 5 from 3, but 14 of 16 from the free throw line. So very nice getting to the line for him. Dyson Daniels putting up a better game than the past first half of the season. 15, 7, and 2 with a steal for him, 7 of 12 shooting. Very nice. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had a 14, 3, 4, and 3. 4 of 11 shooting. I like that the Hawks team, all of these guys get their hands in passing lanes. Regardless of if they're good on defense or bad on defense, they're getting their hands in passing lanes. They get a lot of steals. This team. Zachary Sachet had a 10-point game. Okongwu, 8, 9, 2 assists, 4 of 9 shooting in 26 minutes. CJ McCollum, off the bench, had 23, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. This old man got a block. 6 of 13 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And Jacques Landale also contributed off the bench there for them. This is really they also made some really great midseason moves, and they have good personnel. I really believe in this Hawks team. The Sixers are a little bit in limbo. Tyrese Maxey had 28 on 8 of 23 shooting, 28 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block, 2 turnovers. BJ Edgecombe 20 and 9. Kelly Oubre had 17 points for them. Andre Drummond played starting because Joel Embiid is out. He had 10 and 14 with 3 assists and 2 blocks, 4 of 6 shooting in 28 minutes. Nice. That's actually really nice for me. But ultimately, they're just a little bit too injured right now, this Sixers team. I hope that they make it to the... Joel Embiid made a comment yesterday about how he wishes he would trade his MVP for one healthy offseason, one healthy postseason. I keep doing this. One healthy postseason. I really hope that he gets that opportunity. I would love to see it happen. I would really love to see it happen for them because this team is really good. That was your daily basketball recap. I want to wish you a great weekend, and I will see you on Sunday, and have a great rest of your day. And thank you for listening.